Right, so just gone for a bike ride into my local woodland, and I thought it'd be a perfect time to do a sort of kit list of things that I pack in a day sack for up to 3 days really. I wouldn't want to go any more because I can't fit all my luxuries that I would carry in a bigger pack. So the first thing you notice is the roll mat here, and what I've done, it's just got some army style bungees. I just twisted them through, don't know if you can, and done a quick knot so it doesn't slip loose. So I'll show you how to get this off now. I'm not really dressed for the occasion, but I'm not staying tonight. So that just pulls off like so, and then I got the bungees with the hoops. Show you this. So I start off by going through the top pocket. What I do, I tie a little knot, and I always put the zips in the middle. That way I don't have to open the whole pouch and have it all, well, risk it all falling out. So if I want to get my electronics kit, I just unzip the one half. I've got it in a Maxpedition. I think this is a Fat Boy. I'm not exactly sure. But in here I've just got electronic stuff, a small radio, power bank which doubles up as a solar charger, and then I've got all my cables, sewing kit, GoPro remote, the wires, some duct tape, spare batteries. I got some plasters in there. If you haven't seen these before, it's the S1 baton by Olight. Comes with a little lantern. Now this is super bright for its size, but what you can do is I clip that up in my hammock and it doubles up as a little lantern, which is, well, I don't know if you can see, but that is super bright. Anyway, and it glows after the light's been shone on it, so it sort of charges itself, which is great. And also I zip this up into the middle as well, so I know where everything is in there. So if I wanted to get to my radio quickly, out she comes, nothing else falls out. Likewise with the charger. So if I zip it back up halfway, I only have to unzip the other half. So what else I have in my top pocket is a spare bunch of paracord, just a glasses case with a head torch and a spare battery pack. This is rechargeable as well. Battery is amazing on that. It lasts, well, it's never run out on me yet. Whistles, fire steel, tin opener. My fire kit, which you've seen in previous videos. GoPro. And a spare flashlight. This is a BioLite as well. M23 Javelot. Now this is super bright as well. That's got a range of 500 meters on it. This brings us to the main compartment. These bungees also, I use these with my tarp setup as well, so they're multifunctional. A nice warm coat in the lid, because people say that you should have your tarp on the top, but I find once you've been walking or cycling or hiking or whatever you may be doing and you're sweating a lot, as soon as you stop you get cold. So the first thing you want to get out before you start setting up, start chilling out, you want to get your coat on. So first thing out, cooking pot and a frying pan. Then it's my tarp. I put everything in bright coloured dry sacks because if I drop it on the floor I can see it quite easily if I'm setting up at night or what have you. Warm clothes and spare socks and pants and toothbrush and toothpaste, etc. All my sleeping kit basically, and hygiene. Hammock. My secondary roll mat, which I use in conjunction with the foam roll mat. And sleeping bag. This is quite a warm sleeping bag, it's free season, which I can camp all year round out of this with the addition of clothes and what have you. So yeah, I'll get back to you and we'll have a look in the side pouches. Right, I'm literally getting eaten alive by midges, so I'm just going to light this up. No survival fire today. Just get it quick. This is just some birch bark. Oh. If you haven't ever burnt birch bark, I highly recommend it. It smells lovely. I can feel the midges have gone already, happy days. So we'll get back to this. First side pocket. Metal cup. And my water bottle. The little wash kit. Micro towel. I'll show you this setup in a minute. This is a fold-up grill. It's absolutely amazing. It is heavy, but it is worth it. My mate makes them out of copper if anybody's interested. Anyway, I got some waterproof trousers and a little homemade water bottle holder for the Nalgene bottle. And that's all I got in that pocket. Right, so onto the other side pouch. In the top of the flap, just a small first aid kit. That's enough to deal with any injuries that I might have on a day trip. Bleeding, burns, etc. Hat to stop the midges. Small gas and a small gas stove. A knife, bushcraft knife. Brew kit and just some rations in there with my spoon and tongs, and that's basically everything that you'd need for an overnight. I do take snare traps and fishing kit, which I'll show you in later videos, but I didn't bring it today because I don't need it. So here's that little grill I was telling you about. Anyway, that bottom bit unscrews. All of this comes out. And you find just two pieces with bent ends. Screw that in a couple of times. And these bits go in quite easy. You just put them in the small holes on that side, and they just clip in there then. It is a little bit fiddly, but the end result is definitely worth it. A good friend of mine is he made one of these after seeing this, and it turned out spot on. Well, anyway, if anyone wants one, I'm sure he'll make you one at a reasonable cost. I was lucky to get this. This was like 25 quid on Amazon or something, and I can't remember what they are now, but it's definitely a lot more than what I paid for it. Just to put the legs on. And the end can go back on. Look how much stuff I've got in my bloody brew. Well, now that I've got the grill set up, I may as well show you something that would be it is very useful to have when you're solo camping. A gas stove is always a winner. I go on about it all the time. It's well, I'll show you the benefits now. So just get some Spam. Cut it into the steaks while it's in the tin. That'll do. Just get some air in there. Now this stove is warm, and well, it's warm, but I can pick it up. Just tip that onto the cleared ground, and what we've got there is a decent bed of embers already. Push them under the steaks. I've cleared this ground, and I'll make sure that it's clean when I'm done. I'm just going to relight the solar stove and show you actually how easy it is. See, it just snaps off into little twigs, very easy. Okay, so I just got some of that. The tree that I've actually tied my hammock on is birch, and like you can just get it. This is coming off like this, but it doesn't really matter. That's a good bit. Okay, again, just straight in with the birch bark. The birch does smother really easily, so you've got to be really careful. Just get the matchstick like pieces. Now. And the smell coming off that is amazing. Yeah, I'll show you what I'm doing with this now. So there's nothing in there really, just embers. I'm just putting big sticks in just to get the embers, and just adding embers into this. As much as I want to, I'm not staying here forever, so I'm just going to pack away the hammock while the food is cooking. Just I always try to practice everything as if it was raining, so if it is raining, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, that's just carabiners on fisherman's knot, so I could always undo that if I want. Alright, so the hammock's in a small dry bag. I've just got this left now. That comes off. Simple as that. So the tree hugger system that I use, as you would, is just that's a cheapy old net hammock string that I used to have, and it's worth paying the £5 or whatever they are just for that piece of rope. It's like a nylon, so it never sticks. It's really strong, doesn't hurt the tree at all. And then this is just the webbing that comes on the DD. This is 2 of them's worth, but I just tied loads of knots at intervals so I could just hook up to a new knot on the carabiner as and when I please. And that's how easy it comes undone. So that's the hammock and the strings in a small dry bag, and the benefit of having it in this, you just push it in, hold the lips, push it down, get as much weight on it as possible. It's a DD hammock in the sleeve with the whoopee sling suspension. If you want these bags, they're mega cheap in Sports Direct. That seems to be the cheapest place for them. And I've had these probably 2 years now, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's better than one I spent 40 quid on, and these are around £5 each. So if you want to get some dry bags, Sports Direct is the best place for them. Right, I started packing up now, and I think that is looking good for when I want to leave. I've had a little bit already, it's delicious. Yeah, so if you want one of these grills, guys, just give us a message, and I'm sure my friend will be happy to make one for you. Well, that's perfect. Look at the smoke here. Anyway, having your kit in dry bags like this allows you to build like as if it was Lego, so it just fits together like building blocks. That's the hammock. so everything just slides in perfectly. So that's the Northern Ireland Patrol Pack. If you haven't seen these, they are brilliant little bags, built to last. Like, there's the rubbish, but you got this lid which is waterproof, and then in between that you have a pull cord which is just a ranger bead. So it means if you chuck your rubbish in there, it's not going to go in your main pack, and then that clips down. And then the little customization with the bungees, so you could stuff kit in here. That's for the roll mat, so just little rings. Yeah. There's been some speculation on whether DPM is better for British woodland than MTP. The bag's in the middle of the shot now. So I think DPM is effective enough in this sort of woodland. Right, so I'm all packed up now. That's where the fire was. Bag, and I'm away. Nice bit of woodland. I haven't been here before, but it's nice.